Oh man, the things we do to avoid the boredom while we grind our weapon levels up. So, the Opticor. All hail the BFG, big fucking gun, and it is a big fucking gun. It is a Corpus laser cannon, which when fired increases your awesomeness by 100%. It also does explosive damage or splash damage around its point of impact. So not only is it a huge Spartan laser that destroys its main target, it also slaps the face of all surrounding enemies just to let them know who's the daddy and what's in store for them next. So its base stats are the pros and cons of the Opticor, and there are a lot of good things about this weapon. It has got a very high base damage of 500, 425 of which is puncture, which means going up against Grineer is going to be awesome with this weapon. Its range is infinite, so this thing can shoot the whole way across the map if you needed to. And splash damage can hit multiple enemies if they're close enough together. Its splash damage won't damage your Warframe, so that's always a positive. You can release its charge halfway through to fire a round off. It's got 100% accuracy. You can also equip the Firestorm mod on it to increase the splash damage. It's got a good critical chance of 15% that can max out somewhere around 44%, I think, if you've got point strike and critical delay equipped as well. But with critical delay equipped, of course, that's going to increase your charge time for each shot, which you don't really want. It's got ammo capacity of 540 at the minute, which might be a bug because other launchers have a lot lower ammo pool than this. But then again, its splash damage is nowhere near as high as the Augurs or other launcher weapons. Also at the minute, heavy caliber doesn't affect its accuracy one little bit, so that also might be a bug and might be changed in future. Charging it for longer at the minute seems to only increase the splash damage or area of effect from the explosion. Maybe I'm wrong, I seem to hit the same whether I fully charge it or not. Maybe someone can clarify that down in the comment section. Also, something to take note of is if you've managed to get your hands on the new corrupted mod called Vile Acceleration, which will increase your fire rate by 90% at max level, but with a slight reduction to damage, 15% reduction to damage, which might be worth using. I don't know, I don't have my hands on it, I haven't been lucky enough yet to get my hands on it, but if you have got your hands on it, by all means let me know what kind of damage are you throwing out with Vile Acceleration on. The negative sides of the weapon at the minute are it's only got 5 rounds in the magazine, and its charge time is really slow to begin with until you get those fire rate mods on. After firing the weapon, it either jams or needs a split second to cool down, or maybe that's just the animation or something, because I can't spam the trigger like I can with other charged weapons. This might also be a bug, I don't know. The splash damage has got a damage drop off from its initial contact as well, so it will be weaker if the enemies aren't grouped as closely together as you want them to be, whereas if they are really close, then of course you're going to see a lot bigger numbers. But the biggest problem with this weapon is you can't hold the charge before releasing it. Once it has fully charged, it will fire whether you want it to or not, so you better have it aimed at something. This might be a sticking point for some of you guys before you go ahead and purchase it, I don't know. But this thing really makes short work of Grineer. The huge amounts of puncture damage on it is just absolutely awesome. And I went and built it for raw damage, not critical damage, due to only maxing out over I think 30% crit damage with just point strike on and not critical delay. So I'll show you the 3 builds that I have on it for this footage. Take into account that I have got full Forma on it, and like I said, I don't have Vile Acceleration, which I really fucking want. Also on all 3 builds I have got Serration, Heavy Caliber, because at the minute it's like an extra Serration, a Split Chamber, Firestorm, Speed Trigger and Shred. Now Shred is a personal preference, and I would swap it out for Vile Acceleration if I had Vile Acceleration. So for Corrosive, for the Void and Infested, I have got Infected Clip and High Voltage, as well as the mods that I've just mentioned. For Grineer I've gone for Radiation with Hellfire and High Voltage as well, and for Magnetic for Corpus I went with Cryo Rounds and High Voltage. So even with 4 Forma on this thing, I still feel like it would be better with 5 Forma. It might be the best way to maximize this, because you could drop out the High Voltage mod and get rid of that status chance for a raw elemental mod, and I'm probably going to pop another Forma on it again once I finish the rest of my update 15 content with the Archwings and Limbo and so on. But let me know what you guys think of the big fucking gun, the Opticor. Do you plan on grabbing it? Have you already? And if so, how many Forma have you on it? And what way have you gone around modding it? Maybe you've gone for crit damage. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. As always, it helps me out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for more Warframe content. And as always, thanks very much for watching.